Whenever my wife Jenny and I visit Sanibel, Florida, we always have a bunch of fun things to do, mainly thanks to Jenny's planning. This is just a partial list of a week's worth of fun. Sunrises at the lighthouse, shelling up and down some amazing beachfronts, hanging out at a wonderful farmer's market, an awesome boat ride complete with dancing dolphins, a sand sculpture competition at nearby Fort Myers Beach, Ding Darling Wildlife Refuge featuring incredible birds and a 20-foot-long alligator. Well, maybe it wasn't 20 feet. Biking all over the island. Learning about Crow, an awesome wildlife rescue organization on the island. Checking out Captiva and Blind Pass. Hiking Bailey's Tract. And participating in some fierce competitive shuffleboard. But one of the neatest things we found on the island takes place at Periwinkle Park and Campground. There is a small animal refuge in the middle of the park with all kinds of critters, weird monkeys, ring-tailed lemurs, and a large collection of exotic birds. Now from mid-October to mid-May, every weekday except Wednesdays at 10 a.m. sharp, a special kind of show takes place, presented by a special kind of woman who has devoted much of her life to caring for the birds that live there. This special lady is Libby Baird. How did you get into this?
I came here to practice retirement in holidays, and these birds, most of them were here, and they weren't being looked after as far as toys. They never got out or anything, so I clipped their wings and their toenails, and then I could get them out. So about 20 years ago, I started the show to tell people, please, be kind to birds, don't get them as pets. They're not domesticated, and we don't have time to be a good flock member. We're off doing other things, aren't we?
With the support of her husband, Libby has been delighting crowds of all ages, sharing fun stories about the many resident species and educating everyone about good environmental stewardship.
He comes from Africa. He's called an African gray, and you'll notice he's got gray feathers and a red tail. No bud's a male simply because he pretends he didn't do it. And the interesting thing about Rico is he's one of the only birds I've ever met that loves snuggling. And he has fabulous colors. Pumpkin is a Catalina who we hand-fed as a baby 20 years ago. He's been here, but that doesn't mean that he's a good boy.
Woo!
Isn't he darling?
Oh, he's darling.
Oh, did you hear what he said?
What did he say?
Love you.
Love you.
Yeah, right.
And the only time he says it is after he's been a bad boy. And a bird wing always has 3 layers. The long layer at the end is the flight feathers. That's logical. And then there are 2 protective layers. And
Libby is better known as the bird lady at Periwinkle Park. Her shows are pretty much a hidden gem at Sanibel. No publicity, no admission. Just show up and be prepared for an amazing hour of fun.
Thank you for doing this.
You're very welcome.
Don't forget to donate.
That's right, leave a little money if you can. This helps Libby and her park volunteers feed and care for their amazing flock of rescued animals.
I'd like to be able to tell people, please don't get birds, because all of these have been rehomed. It happens again and
Right,
again,
and that's
it
your-
breaks their little heart.
That's your main message, right? Don't get a
Yes. Get a cat.
bird. Get a cat.